Well, that was nice and fun. Hello everyone, welcome to Banjo Kazooie. I'm Pixel Dr. Kazooie.
I'm Fexic Banjo, and if this game isn't a toe tapper, I honestly don't know which one is.
That's a good... Yeah, that's true. So thank you. So welcome to this. Also thank you for choosing this Let's Play out of the thousands on YouTube.
I was going to say, Banjo Kazooie is probably a pretty popular LP.
Yeah, a lot of people have done it. I've actually only played this game to completion once, and I've only played it a handful of times.
How many of those people have a PXD?
That's true.
The correct answer is none. And if it makes you feel better, I have never played this game to completion. I had to stop right before Grunty's Furnace Funk.
Yeah, I did it last time I played this, which was not too long ago, maybe about a month or two ago. But, thankfully I didn't need a walkthrough at all for it. But goddamn isn't, there's two levels that are a little annoying here. One in particular I don't really care for. But we'll get to that, Overall, though, I love this game. And, like, because, you know, when I played it, it was after I graduated for game design. I was looking at it and I was like, wow, this is really good level design in most of these levels.
I mean, even a lot of these models look fairly good for an N64 game.
Yeah, I mean, they're a little bit crushed with their little pictures in the corner there, but other than that... And this is the typical story, which wants to be beautiful. You know, I mean, more than likely, you've seen this game already. If you haven't, Grunty wants to be beautiful, Pot says she's ugly, and there's someone more beautiful in their canyon.
Yeah. Dingpot says that Tootie is cuter.
Yeah, but Dingpot doesn't really like her anyway, so he basically called her ugly.
Has Tootie appeared in any other installment in this series?
Nope, she does not appear at all in Tooie.
Like, I know she makes a cameo at in the Spiral Mountain stage in Smash Ultimate, but I think that's the last time or the first time I've seen her since this game.
Yeah, and I haven't played Nuts and Bolts, so I can't tell you.
You're not missing. Honestly, you can just watch a cutscene compilation and get the entire story.
Well, I've seen the beginning, and I kind of get it. Banjo games are not very complicated, but they're not supposed to be.
Nuts and Bolts, from what I understand, was a bit of a mixed bag departure.
The picture in the background there is from their Game Boy game they made for Banjo.
Really?
I don't know if they made it or that was one of the ideas they were working on. Because I know originally this kind of looked like
one of those things that kind of got stuck in development hell.
No, I think because I know it started off as something else and then turned into this. Like, some of the stuff of this game was crazy. Like, this game looked like an RPG before it did this. Like, it was top down, it was 2D, and originally it started like a human character, which I think they used later on for a different game. I think they used it for Ghost of Ghouls or something. And I think that image in the background is a screenshot from the old version of what it was.
Huh.
I don't fully remember if that's correct. That might be the Game Boy game that they were working on. I don't remember.
Yeah, because believe it or not, I've actually never played Tooie.
Well, we'll get to that one eventually. I never finished Tooie.
Yeah, my experience with this series is getting about as far as my young self could through this game, and then I just kind of stopped.
Tooie is... I like Tooie a lot.
A lot of people do. Like, there's a lot of people who hail that as the best game in the franchise.
It's pretty split between this one and the next one. Tooie is good, but there's a lot of things that make it more difficult than it needs to be. We'll get to that if and when I play that. Because I will play it. But I've never played it to completion, so...
Yeah, because you've got as of now, you've got quite a bit in the pipeline, don't you?
Yeah, currently, as of this video, it is the 28th of July. I almost said August, so I had to stop myself.
It's the 28th for you. It'll be the 28th for me in 38 minutes.
Yeah, that. And then, the videos currently are up to October 2nd or 3rd right now.
I'm sorry, but how can you stand living in the shadow of that?
It's a peaceful valley, other than the witch.
That would unnerve me, though, having to look at that every day.
Well, apparently she hasn't really bothered them until this point, so... Kazooie just kind of disappeared.
Just, like, finally decided to ask her pot who the most attractive girl in the world is, and now she decides to go and harass the bears living in the valley.
Yeah, how bad do you have to, like... How ugly do you have to be for a bear to be more attractive than you?
To be fair, I'm pretty sure Tootie is the only other female character in this entire game. Besides maybe Grunty's, what is... Like, I think she's supposed to be like a parody of, Glinda the Good Witch.
Oh, she's the, it's a parody of the Wicked Witch of the West or whatever.
Yeah, but, like, the one who's a parody of Glinda. Is she, like, Grunty's cousin or something?
Oh, the one that tells you, like, her secrets and stuff?
Yeah, like the one
that's
who
her
actually
sister.
helped you. Oh, that's her sister? I thought the two from Banjo Tooie were her sisters.
They also are, I think she'll tell us when we run into her. Oh, okay. So in this one, you have to go through all the tutorials. Unlike if you do this on the Xbox version, you're able to skip the tutorials.
That's right. I remember this annoying me when I was a kid. You actually have to talk to all the Bottleses to get all your skills.
Yeah. I'm glad they did some little changes in
I forgot that. I love how Kazooie badmouths everybody.
Pretty much everyone but Banjo.
Oh yeah, she needs him to get around in this game.
I was like, why does my movement feel so constricted? That is why. We need to get all these honeycombs, because there is enough to get extra life in this area. Yep. So he's explaining if you get 6 of them, you get an extra honeycomb hit. Blah blah blah. Fancy learning to swim underwater. Oh, I just noticed that. Okay. So in the Microsoft version, if you hold the A button, they still make their normal sounds, they just talk faster. But this, if you hold it, they talk faster, and their voices get a little more high-pitched.
Huh. I love the attentiveness to detail that each level has 2 versions of its theme, one above water and one under.
I think they have something for flying too, but I might be remembering incorrectly. We'll see when we're able to fly.
I feel I want to say you're right, but at the same time I don't remember 100%.
Well, Rare was known for doing a lot of crazy shit with around this area, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I do really like the Spiral Mountain theme, though.
Everyone likes the Spiral Mountain. Everyone likes Spiral Mountain. It's a nice, fun place.
Well, apparently it's the whole plot in Nuts and Bolts.
Is it?
Yeah, basically Banjo, Kazooie, and Grunty get into their whole little, like, vehicle building pissing contest, all for a deed to Spiral Mountain. Like, whoever wins that time will be the undisputed owner of the mountain, and the other one has to leave.
Interesting. I'll keep hitting the wrong button.
It's very self-aware, too.
Yeah, I've seen some snippets here and there.
Yeah, like, apparently the whole thing, like, for the last, like, however many years it's been between Tooie and Nuts and Bolts, Banjo and Kazooie have just been chilling inside playing Xbox and getting fat.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Can't even attack yet. That's why this feels incomplete. Big, yes. Okay. This one. That's what he wants. Still doesn't feel complete yet.
I'm gonna hop out for a second. The sound and video are a little delayed.
He'll be back. In the meantime... Oh, there's more. There's supposed to be more. There we go. Keep hitting the wrong way.
There we go. That's better.
Alright. Banjo, it's time for you to learn the claw swipe attack. Just let me attack. So. Oh my god. This is why I always skip the tutorials. You're never gonna use this attack.
Yeah, I've never had much use for it.
It's just every other move is so much better. There we go. This makes the moveset feel so much more complete.
You got that speedrunner attack now.
Banjo, he'll be like, well, actually... There we go.
I think that's the one I use the most often.
Yeah, that's pretty useful.
That's delaying again.
I don't know why. Well, there's two more... There's two more things in here.
Yeah, it looks like this time I'm just gonna have to deal with like a half-second delay.
Oh, well, like...
We can address it between episodes.
Yeah. Where are the other two? I forget. Not like they're hidden too hard, or too... I think one's on the top of this tree here. No? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, maybe I have to defeat all the enemies. There's that one. There's one by my house, maybe? Just want to check. I think there's an extra life up here.
But yeah, so since I didn't play this to completion and therefore didn't know how it ended, Banjo's debut in Smash Bros. Was the first time I had seen the Great Ninja.
Oh yeah. Forgot that they gave him that. I haven't played Smash in a little bit.
Neither have I.
I like Smash. I
You
got the
probably
first
do that
DLC pack, but I didn't buy the second one yet.
I haven't either, but now that I've got a steady income job, I probably will. I mean, that's something we could do as a video too. Granted, I'm probably not as good as Deadlock, and most certainly not as good as you, but it would still be interesting.
Oh, we can mix it up. I mean, Deadlock's not even close to as good as me, so...
I don't think any of us are. Like, as far as the Sin Squad goes, you're definitely the best Smash player.
Yeah, I mean... Among my friends, I was second best. And the one who was first best was... Yeah, it depended. Some days were pretty tied.
Well, then again, I've always taken a casual approach to that game, even back during Melee.
I have too, until like more recent years when I had the friends that want like the competitive aspect. But because I just owned the game, I just naturally got so much better at it. You know, 64, Melee, and Brawl. And I had 4, but I had no one to play it with at that point. Alright, now we can actually start the game. We go to a very good introductory level, and a really good level to learning level design too, actually. That's gonna hurt her neck. No amount of prettiness is gonna fix a broken neck. And Klungo, who does pretty much nothing in this game.
Is he not a boss fight?
No, not in this one. At least I don't think he is. He might be like towards the end, but I don't think he is at all. Because boss fights aren't really a big thing in this one. Aside from like the final boss fight with Grunty, I think this game's mostly just platforming and collecting. Oh.
I appreciated the attentiveness to detail that was, like, whenever you got a game over in this game, it shows you what happens if, like, in the alternate universe event where Banjo fails.
Yeah, Brass was pretty good about that. They do that in DK64 too.
There was also a game called Tonic Trouble, I think.
Yeah, I know, but...
Yeah, like my parents got it in a Mr. Movie bargain bin on Long Beach Island, but I remember that one had something similar where when you get a game over, you basically get to choose between the character's love interest and his enemy, representing continue or accept the game over, respectively.
A lot of weird games in the N64. Well,
Yeah,
that's perfectly fine by me.
Yeah, but they stuck out. There were a lot of weird ones for PS1, too.
Yeah, MJ chose the second game, and then I was like, oh, a little disappointed, but alright. Mainly because I expected something different.
Oh.
It's not like it's a bad thing. It still gives me more things to put on the channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to mix it up, mostly because you had the whole Monster Rancher thing, which was great, and I'm admittedly a little curious about what 4 was like, but I know it uses the same disk drive thing. It'd be the same pain in the ass with Fudge and 3, and minus just a couple of appearance changes. I think the monsters are all mostly the same.
Yeah, probably.
So I'd much rather see you try your hand at something different.
Yeah, and I also want to mix it up and play some games I want to play, so that's hence why we're doing this. I don't know, in Final Fantasy VI so far, I'm like, it's not really doing anything for me yet. I mean, maybe there's something that comes. Because I hear 6 is really good, but so far it just hasn't, like... I don't know. I'm still in the beginning of the game, so I can't really say much. But this is a nice, slower game to play. Go away. Ow.
I mean, when I was young, this game used to be like the epitome of difficult.
Oh yeah, when you're young, just because kids are dumb. I'm a genius. I solved this puzzle. So we have 10 Jiggies in each world. There's one outside the world that you have to get with something in this world, so I don't know if that counts. It's part of this, I forget.
Yeah, that was what kept me out of the final level, was there was like 1 or 2 Jiggies that I needed that I just couldn't find.
I just want to see something. View totals. Okay, so that does have this. So it'll tell me, like, what is left in the world.
And for some of Pixel Doctor's younger viewers, I assure you, there was a time before the internet where you couldn't just look this shit up.
Yeah. It's true. Oh yeah, it should be once in orange. What a random thing for him to throw an orange. I mean, I'm not complaining, I like oranges.
Yeah, they're nice. Personally, I'm more partial to watermelon and pineapples myself, but oranges are awesome.
I like pineapple. I don't like melon of any kind. Could never get myself to like it.
I like watermelon mostly because it's a tastier alternative to hydration than water.
I like water.
I like it when I'm super thirsty, but when I'm not, it's just flavorless. I understand it's necessary for human life, but it doesn't have a taste to me.
I don't know. Water tastes different to me depending on things. There's one thing of bottled water I got that the hotel I used to work at was doing for a little bit. It was disgusting. None of us could drink it because it was so gross.
Huh.
I don't remember what brand it was, but it was gross. It was like, it tasted bad, and it felt like, I wanted to say it felt like thick or heavy in our throat, like dirt in your throat when you try to, yeah, right?
Like, I wasn't even there, and that just sounds disgusting. Oh, did they not teach you her egg shot yet?
It was. It's not the one I thought it was.
No. And again, I'm also still a couple seconds behind.
Yeah, he taught us this, but I just, Oh. Oh, I don't have the move yet. Go back and shoot him. Just give me the thing. Thank you. Jesus. Did not have to be this difficult, Conga. I'm gonna have to come back over here to just throw oranges at me again. Then you hit the button. Well, that's 3 of the pieces. This is a very short level. Oh, he's already throwing stuff at us. What a cool
He's
guy.
a very sore loser.
Do you like the healths remain? So we need to find bottles. I think the one. No, come here. I think the move we need is up here, to the left. Termites.
Okay, I'm all caught up, and it actually seems to be staying that way this time.
Well, that's good. Forgot that there's just one Jiggy just sitting there. Well, sometimes I gotta use some free ones and those early ones. There's a Jinjo up there. Hold C and then press the left C button to continue. Oh, sorry, he gives you, if you're missing health, he gives you health. Forgot about that. This is the best move in the game.
Yes, it is.
Here's this. There's so many of these Mumbo tokens. I don't even need them all.
Yeah, I think you only need just most of them, right?
Yeah.
And what was it, like 100 music notes?
There's 100 music notes in each level. The Mumbo tokens are kind of random from what I've seen. I think 6 Jinjos?
I think it was 5.
I'll see in a second when I click this one. I think it's 6. It's 5. Okay. And then there's 10 Jiggies. Here. Where is the other move I need? Oh. Another Jiggy just kind of sitting there waiting for us. Just these here. Fine. This is a nice instruction level. Everything's grouped together and close. You're able to collect it all pretty easily.
Discord is just now giving me the notification that I may be experiencing low video or audio quality due to a network condition.
Good job, Discord.
To be fair, it's been real cloudy here lately, and I know that screws with long-term connectivity between your state and mine.
It must be fed. I did. Okay. It's in his mouth. There we go. shit, there was a thing there. We're gonna exit the level, come back just to get that one.
So we'll add property damage to Banjo's rap sheet.
Ah, they'll be fine. I hear you. Mumbo token there. Alright, finally. This is the last move we really needed to complete the basic moveset. This is the... Yeah.
Basically the Banjo Kazooie equivalent of the ground pound.
Yep. I look how the frame rate is really bad right then and there.
Yep, and now I'm behind again.
Ginger. And an extra life. Oh, there's another one. Missed. Jiggy after jiggy.
I see that.
There's one right up here too. Oh, actually, so we're gonna get the last jiggy in the world here.
It's at the top of the termite mound, isn't it?
Yep. Best shaman in all game can help find. Yeah. Thank you, Mumbo. Oh, we're missing one token. So I think at the beginning it's pretty strict. Like, there's not too many Mumbo tokens to go around, and then as the game goes later, it gets pretty freed up.
Don't almost all of them have some kind of token in his house, though?
Most of them do, not all of them. That's why I'm checking up here. It's not.
There's also a lot of weird, like, Easter eggy kind of shit in this game. Like, there's, I remember there's a couple times where Mumbo will turn you into, like, a washing machine. I never found out what caused that. I know there's one on top of his house.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna try next.
I think you have, yeah, you gotta do the backflip on top of his house. Right?
Here, it must be a different Mumbo house.
Yeah, I know, I distinctly recall that being the case on one of them. But there's the thing with the washing machine, and then there's another one. I remember it made me laugh my ass off as a kid when selecting a save file to load. Occasionally, I guess the one where Banjo's sleeping in the bed, I guess it just activates this spring under his bed, throws him out the window, and you get to hear this just epic crashing noise. The one where he's sitting in the recliner playing the Game Boy, there's another spring under the recliner that it sounds like it sends him out through the ceiling.
Huh. Never seen that one.
And I don't recall ever seeing the one where he's cooking. I don't know what that one is. I don't know what causes them, but I remember they are hilarious.
Must just be a random chance.
Yeah, when we get a second between episodes, I'm gonna pull those up and show them to you. They're pretty fucking good.
I'll finish up Mumbo's Mountain. Oh, so that's where that was. I know where the other one is, so that works out.
Now, is there 6 of those? Is there 6 of those in every world too?
No, usually there's just 2. The only time there's 6 is on Spiral Mountain. But we gotta hit the switch over here. There it is. Get that in a second. Well, not in a second. Find this last Mumbo token. Where is it? It might be outside the world, actually.
Where have we not been yet?
I think I've been everywhere here. I think it's outside the world, actually. Unless it's around this termite hill. I think they don't bother us.
I mean, is there any way you can get in the termite hill without being a termite?
Yes, actually, there's a hole somewhere.
It might be in there.
Where is it?
Offhand, from a story
There it is.
perspective, yeah, that might be a way to get new players to realize that there need to be something besides the bear to get in. Yep, there you go.
There you go. Oops. Oh, there we go. Found that pretty easily. So we're gonna have to leave the world and come back in anyway. So that works out. Alright, transform me, bitch. I don't know about plenty, but I have.
You've got enough.
Yeah. I don't know how thrilled I'd be about getting transformed.
Depends on the animal, I think.
I still don't think I'd be thrilled about it overall.
Because, by and large, like, it seems to imply that Banjo's still got all of his cognitive faculties. Like, he's still got his shit together. It's just his body that's changed, right?
Yeah. But I mean,
And I feel like I'd be okay with maybe some kind of bird.
I mean, as long as I can transform back.
Because I will shamelessly admit I share in mankind's desire for unaided flight. I feel like that would be really cool.
Wahoo! Oh, jumped a little early on that one. I always remember this place. Not this one here, the next jump, this one being a little wonky. Because the camera angle is really weird. But once we get up there, we should be fine.
I think you had to start at the top of the previous, like the one you're on, and aim for the bottom corner of the one you're going towards.
It's just hard to aim it because you can't quite see. I remember it being... I don't know. Oh, there we go. That worked out. Can't see the next one. The last few... There we go. That's all the notes.
Was there any incentive to doing that?
Yes, actually. Well, one, you need the notes to get to other areas. Because they're locked, like certain areas are locked behind it. But if you get all of them, there is some bonuses. Alright, that's all the jickeys in here. So you'll see those bonuses eventually when we...
Then I think that about wraps up Mumbo's Mountain, doesn't it?
We gotta come back and get the one honeycomb piece I messed up. 'Cause I forgot about it. Like I said, I had to leave the level anyway.
Yeah, because only a termite can get up the mountain, right?
Yep. That's why we had to leave like this. The next level I like, though. I like this one, too. I like this game, so I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I remember all the levels being charming in their own weird way.
Yeah, the only two levels I have any problem with is Mad Monster Mansion and Rusty Bucket Bay, I think it is.
Huh. I can see the reason.
Wait, what the? Okay. So, good to know. Don't... Oh, that's right, I just remembered. If you die in the N64 version, everything, like, resets. So... And if you leave the world... Yeah, so, gotta be very careful when collecting the notes. I mean, the only place I really died prior is is in Rusty Bucket Bay. It's one of the only places I've ever died when I'm doing this, so I just gotta be careful.
Well, that's a late game level, so that, of course the difficulty cap's going to be a little up there.
So you're not one more down. There we go. Now we can leave.
There we go.
It's a weird design choice that they did that this way, that all the collectibles reset. They changed that in the Microsoft versions. Thankfully. Thank God. Alright, so before we end this, we'll go get the next thing set up. Could not go up here without this ability. Hello, bottles. It's a charming game. Yes, yes, yes. So explaining that this is what I meant with the notes. You need to have the amount of notes to get through these doors. So you need to have that amount or more. So we have 100, so we can easily get through this.
Well, that's good. I was worried for a second.
Right. The next level, I don't know if you remember off the top of your head what it is, but... Oh, here she is.
Okay, she has green skin. I guess they would be related.
Brentilda's nicer sister. Okay. She is her sister, I was right.
Okay. Fair enough.
I wasn't totally sure, but this is a pain in the ass mechanic in itself.
What's that?
So basically, there's a quiz game at the end of this, and some of the questions involve some of the stuff she tells you, but everything she tells you is randomized. So you have to actually remember what she tells you. And you never know if Prenti's actually going to ask the questions. It's honestly better just to ask sometimes, or just to guess. But the next... Yeah, the next level we go to is Treasure Trove Cove.
I fondly remember this place.
Get there via treasure chest. Alright, so with that, we'll see you guys next time for Treasure Trove Cove.
Later.